Get into your theater seats for tea time. Dribbles behind their back and through the opponent's legs to finish on the other side of the rim, putting on a show worthy of a big stage. Nice. Rec time next with tonight's entertainment.
It's never easy to win on the road in the NBA, and by the look in the eyes of the Orlando Magic players, they know they've got a job ahead of them. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, guys,
as is always the best case. David, thank you. Now the starting group for Orlando. Aldridge out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Nash. Then it's Mullen. And it's Beal in at the 2. And for the Bulls, Harden out there with Harper. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's McHale. And it's Sampson in at the center position. This late in the season, some teams are looking forward to the lottery. Steve, what can they take out of these last couple games of the regular season?
Kevin, it's a chance to develop your young players. And at the same time, your front office will be making decisions on free agents. So you want to see... who plays hard.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's Nash. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team.
And so Nash nails both of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now Harper passes it to McGrady. Puts up a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Here's Beal. Softly drops in the floater. Beal's got his second bucket.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And stolen by Nash. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. McGrady passes to Sampson. Back to McGrady. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Sampson's shot is off.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those hot picks.
Bulls shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And what's incredible about Harden, he can dominate a game with the pass as much as the shots. So defensively, you have to prepare for both.
Now here's Beal. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. A shot by McGrady, no good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Sampson, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Now, here is Harden. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Now, here is Mullen. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Harper against Nash. Outside, Beal. Aldridge left side. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain.
The Magic trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. Boosie, no good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Outside, Aguirre. And they get it. And the dunk by Aguirre.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here is Davis. Pass to Kemp. Griffin with the steal. Aguirre passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball. But maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Tracy McGrady.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now, here is Aguirre. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Boosie. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Kemp. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Aguirre against Redick. Back to Aguirre. Pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
It's a rough way to make a living, but somebody has to do it. Blake Griffin absorbing a lot of contact in the painted area.
Outside Kemp. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Moves back up, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with his natural strength, defending Kemp on the interior is always a challenge. All the defense can do there is foul.
Shawn Kemp.
And so Kemp nails both of them.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Here's Boosie. Here's Griffin. Got a piece of it.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over.
And that concludes the first quarter of play.
11.
In Chicago, they're up by 6.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We've got more in store for you right after this.
here they come, fans.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Mullen. Bradley Beal is out there with Nash. And it's Griffin, and it's Aldridge in at the 4 spot.
Ron Harper.
Back to Mullen from deep three-point range. Rebound by the Bulls.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And slam dunk by McHale.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And Beal kicks to Mullen. It's good from long range. Mullen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Nash left side. It's good. The assist that time from Mullen.
Assisted
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drop.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Beal dishes to Aldridge. Harden the pass to McHale. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
Abdul-Jabbar is checked in for the Magic. Nash, the pass to Beal. Over Harden. Beal can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 7. Shakes him. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
Taking it all the way. Harden with the flush there.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Pistons. Beal gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Shoots. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Mullen with the 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
McHale passes to Harden. Shoots over Beal. Harden kicks to McHale. Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Beal. They get the rebound. Up and in on the way. Eaton's got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Nash up on top. He's guarded by Harper. And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So for the Bulls, Sampson's checked in. Davis is subbed in for Ron Harper. And the Magic making a change here as well. Aguirre's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Davis, the pass to McHale. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. McHale's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Outside, Beal. Over Harden. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area. and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Outside, McHale. Over Aguirre. Here's Sampson. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. The Magic trail by 10. And the dunk by Aguirre.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Francis. Aguirre covering. And it's slammed in by McHale.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
From 20 feet out, and Orlando again with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Chicago leading by 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Davis kicks to Sampson. His fourth shot, his fourth miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one drops.
Shooting for Orlando, Don Boucher. At the line for 2.
And so he hits both. Outside, Davis. 1 second left, and it's slammed in by McHale.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls lead by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have an 8-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago? And that wraps up the half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. A fantastic game so far from Kevin McHale in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. McHale is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harper. And it's Sampson in at the center, filling out the middle. The 3 from Harden. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Harden's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bulls. Nash the pass to Mullen. Harden against Beal. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Beal's got 6.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball. And he does it at a high rate.
And they pick up 2.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed. You know he's pulling his weight but they still find themselves behind.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And that was another look at the fantastic mobile one drive that happened a moment ago.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Here are the Magic now. 8-point game. Beal, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he banks in the layup. 7 points here for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Here's McGrady. It's stolen by Mullen. Nash left side. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. That's good from Nash on the assist by Mullen.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Harden looking it over. Down low. The shot's good from Eaton. Eaton's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nash, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy.
Lets it go from deep, and that one's good. McGrady. McGrady's got 7 now in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Nash, the pass to Beal. Fires the 3. Orlando gets it back. Here's Aldridge. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
From deep, Harden. Rebound by the Magic. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Nash. And he makes good on the layup. Nash has got 9 points.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
The Magic trail by 6. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
For your Chicago Bulls.
Some changes. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. McGuire comes in for Mullen. And it's Ellis in for Beal. A 3 from McGuire. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Bulls. They've held a 12-point lead early. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Steve Nash.
And Davis, all energy, big physical point guard with that shoot-first mentality.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:51 left here in the third quarter. And here's Nash. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Chicago?
Smart ball handling from them in this one. pass it around to get ahead of the defense and put it in the hands of ready shooters.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
For three, Ellis. A shot that time, not on target. And it's Chicago the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Kemp with the bucket.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenges.
And there's the pass to Aguayo. This is it to Abdul-Jabbar. That's tipped. Here's Francis. He's guarded by Ellis. Stolen by Ellis. From past the arc. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside and taken away by Ellis.
Bulls foul. Shawn Kemp.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick
Shooting for
to
Orlando.
reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
For Orlando, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
There may be long-range shooters with better numbers than Ellis, but no one has more confidence. There isn't a shot from any spot on the floor that Ellis doesn't think he can sink.
Davis looking for an opening. Throws it up high and stolen by Nash. Pass to Griffin. Great D that time from Kemp. Good if it goes. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's Chicago leading by
The Magic, 51.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Owen is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Nash in at the point.
You know, when healthy, Blake Griffin is still a force. He's an athletic, multifaceted big man.
And that one is good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Mullen passes to Griffin. Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Baron Davis.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Nash against Davis. Griffin trying to get open. They recover it. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's McGrady. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Meeting the defense with power. McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
Chicago making a switch here. Sampson's checked in, and McGrady drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nash against Davis. Nash kicks to Griffin. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
All right, David, thanks.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now,
personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Tracy McGrady. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Ron Harper, he's checked in for Chicago. And McGrady drops them both. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Nash, the pass to Aldridge. Nash with it. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. They grabbed their own miss, Aldridge, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Aldridge has got his first basket.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Chicago.
And here's Harper from the arc. Kicks it out to Harden. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
The Magic making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in. Beal dishes to Aldridge. And it's sent back by McHale. Here's Harden. It's not going to go for him. And Orlando the other way now. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
The Magic trail by 14. Nash right side. Pass to Aldridge. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up.
And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Nash against Harper. A nice shot by Nash.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And the ongoing league debate. Who's the toughest guy to guard? Harden's name always comes up.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin McHale.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game.
Chris Mullin.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. .151 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Sampson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Outside Beal, outside Mullin. Passes to Aldridge. From 15 feet away, bank shot, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
McHale inside. Aldridge is covering. The jump hook. Another one falls for Chicago.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Chicago.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin McHale.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
There's Beal with the three, and the rebound goes to McHale. And so it's McHale with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Harden against Beal. Harden the best to McHale. And slam dunk by McHale.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
It's Aldridge high post. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Love the play call, getting Aldridge something within the flow of the offense.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.